Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. This is Greg Napier coming to you from my home office here, which is my mobile office in Columbus, Ohio. And I apologize for coming on earlier prematurely. I got my wires crossed up with my business partner, and I'm not sure if I'll be able to get him on or not, but he was supposed to come on at 1:30, somewhere thereabouts. He may be available, I don't know, but if he's available, he'll come on. If he's not, then I'll just continue to keep talking. But he shared some stuff with me last week, actually, that was just so profound that it just blew me completely away. And we were talking about, there he is. Oh my goodness, I'm able to get him. Mr. John. Hey, hold on, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to bring this gentleman on right here, then I'm going to keep talking at him. Mr. John Scott out of over there in the Richmond, Virginia area. This is awesome. The stuff he shared with me, and the title is Are Sales Better Than Strategies? And I would say that they both are equally as important, but a lot of people can't. Whoa, there he is. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to get you. Can you hear me, Mr. Scott? I can't hear you, so I don't know. Can you hear me? Well, just chalk it up for technology, ladies and gentlemen. I see him over there, so we know he's gonna be coming in soon. He's there. I just can't hear him, but I'm gonna keep talking until I can hear him. Can you hear me, John? I can't hear you if you're talking. Technology is something, ladies and gentlemen, but I'm gonna keep on talking. Let me tell y'all something. This gentleman right here is phenomenal. This is my first time actually seeing his face. We have been talking back and forth online. He actually met me through the online. Wait, I can't hear you. Okay, all right, my friend. I'm gonna keep on talking, just to let everybody know that we're talking about sales or sales better than strategies. I would say that a lot of people. Let me give me some water here. Oops. Let me get some water. Now, I will consider myself a great salesperson. I can sell ice to an Eskimo. I guarantee you that. And I know you've heard, some of you may have heard that before, but I've been selling my whole entire life. It's a
All right, I'm on.
it's some feedback.
Is it?
I can hear me talking on your end.
I don't know how to. Hold on,
That's
let me see how to
okay.
fix that.
That's
Can you hear
okay.
me though?
But I can hear you loud and clear. So I'm just going to be, welcome the people that come on. I didn't know if I was going to able to get this gentleman on, ladies and gentlemen. This is John Scott over in the Richmond area, and John is going to share with you guys here in a few guys and girls in a few minutes of something that he's became a part of that I shared it with him, and he took the bull by the horns and has actually become amazing with this deal. And like I was saying before, like I can sell ice to an Eskimo, but a lot of people can't sell. Selling may not be their thing, but a lot of people who are, especially in America, if you work at a job, you can make an adjustment. We can show you how to do that. You can bring some money back into your household, and it will actually ease the burden in your household. So I know that a lot of people out here are probably wondering, what in the world is Greg talking about? Well, I'm talking about using something that's right there in front of your face that can help you out a lot. And I'm not going to steal any of John's thunder. I'm just going to because I didn't know if I would be able to get him, but I'm so glad I was able to get him on. And I want him to share with you briefly how he used one little small strategy that I shared with him, and it allowed him to bring some money into his household and actually save his family because of something drastically that happened as far as his automobile was concerned. So, John, if you don't mind sharing with the audience a little bit of your story and how you came about this program and how it has helped you and your family bring some additional money into your household.
Yes, definitely. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. We can hear you loud and clear.
Okay. First, how you doing, Greg?
I'm doing. Listen, I've told the people that you and I have never met face to face, and we still haven't. But I'm doing
Right.
absolutely wonderful. God is still good, on the throne, blessing. I preached today about the favor. There is favor in the storm, and we're
Right.
all going to be going through a storm. It's just how we prepare ourselves in that for that storm, and a lot of us don't prepare ourselves. But you, on the other hand, prepared yourself for the storm that actually took place.
Yes, I did. Um, First, my name is John. For those of you who don't know me, but for the rest of my friends and family from everywhere that do know who I am, I had posted on my feed probably 2 weeks ago, telling them about, I have found some information that could help them increase their cash flow without having a second job. You don't have to get a second job. Then I actually posted what it did for me as far as the income that I actually was able to make or accumulate from using the strategy and the software. But how I came about this is I had an issue, not had an issue. I did have an issue. The issue was um, I had a new job, been on it probably about 3 years, making more money on this job than I was on the previous job. Not by a little bit of money, by a lot of money difference between the two. And my concern is that, okay, if I'm making more, why am I still struggling financially the way that I am? It wasn't bad, but it should have been a lot better than what it was. So I went to where I normally go to for all my advice. I prayed about it. And the Lord was like, okay, here you go. I'm going to give this information to you, or I'm going to show you where to go. Now, when you do this, it's only one condition. When you find this information and you see what happens, the only thing is you have to share it with others. That's going to be the key. You have to share it with others. So I was like,
Mm.
all right, Lord, that's what I want to do. 2 days after the prayer, I was searching, and this strategy, income shifting, actually came up. And I was like, income shifting. So let me just check it out and listen to it. I probably listened to 15 different interviews. I mean, not interviews, but 15 different videos on the system itself. And once I got finished, I'm like, okay, it makes sense. I see what the issue is not my income, it's the cash flow. The thing is, you normally make enough money, you're just not keeping the money. So the first strategy that they teach you is how to lower your taxes. So you have lowering your taxes, you have increasing, lowering your debt, increasing your credit score, and they show you how to do investing. Now they're not an investing company as a broker, but they are basically a educational financial education company. They teach you financial literacy, the things that you didn't know about finance is what they do. So the first strategy was that I went in, looked at my W-4, made an adjustment according to software, and with Greg's help, of course. Went in, found that I had been doing my W-4 wrong for about 8 years. Wrong for 8 years.
Wow.
For 8 years,
Whoa.
I was doing this wrong. Changed it, the W-4. The next paycheck, I had an increase of $242 in my check the next week, which is $460 a month.
I don't think they heard you on that, John. You might have to repeat that again because I think a lot of people think that we just, when I'm out here talking about this, that I'm just making this stuff up. Now, what did you say you made? You made an adjustment on your W-4, and the
Uh-huh.
very next pay,
The
you
next
got
pay.
$242 above and beyond what your check was already, what you were already getting. And from what I understand, you were already getting more money on this new job than the previous job. Is that correct?
That is correct. That is correct.
Wow.
And to the amount of actually $5,560 per year of positive cash flow just by doing one of the strategies. Um, One thing I do want to say, because I had people ask me, is this one of these pyramid schemes where you got to sign this person up and you have to do this and you have to do that? What I have done is increase my cash flow with 0 people signed up. It's not a sales generating or sales oriented company. This is financial education. Now they do have perks if you do have people to sign up, but it's not so. I mean, you don't have to. My 5,560 is going to happen if I sign 0 people up. Is what it's going to be.
Woo! They probably listen. I would probably be shouting that from the mountaintop because you just came in. You just came into the organization. The organization been around for 15 years. There are there are multiple millionaires inside of this company that have not recruited but a few people, and they're bona fide millionaires just by using the strategy. That's why I said in the title, or do sales are sales better than strategy?
Oh
I
no,
would say
strategy is definitely better.
yes, yes, yes. Then
Yes,
so
because right
continue,
now,
continue on telling, because I'm learning something right now that I mean I want to tell y'all, ladies and gentlemen, that John and I have never met outside of what we're doing right now.
correct.
So this is not one of them preempted things where I got John on. I didn't even know I could get him on, and he just came a part of the organization. Like, how long you been on? Been with us, John? About 30, less than 30 days. The 30
Oh,
days, maybe
no, less than 30 days. It's been
less
less than
than
30 days.
less than 30 days. Hear that, ladies and gentlemen? Less
Yeah,
than
this is
30 days, and he has given himself a pay raise, and he hasn't signed up one person, so he's not selling anything. There's nothing wrong with selling. Selling is cool, but you don't have to sell nothing to change your financial situation. Is what I've been preaching for the last 3 years, and here's John telling you proof that this is what's got going on. So go ahead, John.
yeah, because again, I mean, if I even if you don't sell anything, the company is a personal financial success. It's personal. It's for you. It's personal. It's not if we sell something. If you have to have 8 people to join, and you have to have 10 people or 100 people. You don't have to do that. The increase is going to come just from shifting your income because you're going to lower your debt, which is going to put more cash flow in your pocket. You're going to
Mm,
increase your credit. So now, even if you have to purchase something, it's going to cost you less because you have a higher credit score. And once you got your debt is taken care of, now you have money to invest, and they give you strategies on how to do that. So
mm,
I can do all of that and don't have to sign one person. I can do that with 0 people signed up or enrolled. This is what I'll be able to do on my own. Um, on my
mm.
own. What happened a week ago? Transmission. Transmission went out in my van, and I was like, "Man, you have got to be kidding me." The I was like, "Lord, I don't know." I was just as I like, once again, what do you want me to do? And he revealed to me, he was like, "Okay, look at what you just did. The first part of what I asked you to do, you already done. You went out, you made the change, you asked me for a question, I gave you the answer, and you followed it." And that's what happens with a lot of people who don't really receive blessings is that
Uh-oh. It froze up, ladies and gentlemen. That's technology. That's because there's a powerful word being shared. And the devil thinks he's slick, but we ain't gonna let the devil get no. Satan, get yourself off of this broadcast. I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. And you're gonna let John come back and keep sharing his power, totally working on our behalf. Yes, I'm telling you right now. He only told me a little bit of his story about the transmission. So transmission went out. So I was going to wait for him to come back. In the meantime, I'm just going to say, look, if you're a salesperson, this is a great place for you. If you're not a salesperson, this is still a great place for you. I've been inside the network marketing, direct sales, multi-level marketing, whatever you want to call it, for 10, almost 11 years full time. And I can tell you without a shadow of a doubt, this is the best place on the planet that you can come in. And you just heard John tell you within less than 30 days, he gave himself a pay raise. Now, that's not typical. It just depends on what you make. And I don't even really know a whole lot about John as far as what he does for a living. I do know that. I'm sorry. He's a truck driver, local, in the Richmond area. I do know that. But as far as how much money he makes, I have no idea what he makes. Here's what I do know. If you come in to this company, you can make money with your own money, because our goal and our mission is to show you how to lower your taxable income, increase your cash flow, help you work on your credit. So all of that works together. So when it's time for you to start investing your money, you'll be better on you'll know more on how to invest your money. Yeah, you'll understand how that works. So when you're sitting down in front of a financial person, you'll be talking apples and apples, not apples and oranges. And when John's able to come back, because I know the devil don't want this information shared, because Mr. Stokes has told us over numerous occasions that myEcon was founded on sound biblical principles. That's just that simple. Sound biblical principles. I'm trying to add you, John. It says that I added you. I added you. Send me a request again. It says I added you, but send it again. That's Tanya Young coming. Miss Young. Miss Young is out. Okay, send it again, John. So, has always told us on numerous occasions that Mr. Stokes said that he created this company on sound biblical principles. I'll just give you a scripture of Deuteronomy 8:18 that the Lord says that he gives us the power to get wealth. This is for all the Christian folks out there. You want to, talk about money, and it's not all about money. Name it and claim it. No, the Bible is clear. I researched it. There are over 800 scriptures in the Bible that talk about money. So money, if it was important for Jesus, it's definitely important for us. He doesn't want us to just live our entire life and just pay bills and be broke and then die. No, he wants you to be proud. He says, I'll give you the desires of your heart. So if your desires is to be out of debt and to live a good quality of life, that costs money. See, back in biblical days, they were exchanging produce and vegetable and produce and animals and things of that nature. Now we're in the new, and we're exchanging money. So it's money. And it says the love of money is the root of all evil. The love of it, meaning you cherishing money more than you cherishing man. So I don't want to get all off into the preaching thing, but I do want to let you guys and girls know that stop playing around. You know what your situation look like. You know that you're in financial trouble. You know that you're making a lot of money, but you don't have enough money to let the ends meet. So you're working 2 and 3 jobs. It's not about how much money you make. It's about what you do with the money. See, because you could be making minimum wage and still be out of debt. You could be making 6 figures and be in debt. Because a lot of people don't understand what to do with the money. So you get $100,000 a year and still be broke because you got to buy all of this stuff and be broke trying to keep up with whoever. Oh my goodness. Let me see if I can add you, John. Hold on. It says approve. Add. Come on, John. Come on back in, baby. Because I want to hear this story about this transmission, my friend. It says I'm adding. I want to hear this story, man. This story got me on. I'm over here on pins and needles trying to figure out. Then John made an adjustment connecting. Yes. Hey, hallelujah. Yeah, because I wasn't going to let the devil steal our joy over here, brother. I wasn't letting the devil steal our joy. I was going to keep this. Can you hear me? It'll come in. It'll come in. I've been over here just rebuking the devil in every sense of the word. Like, look, devil, get behind us. Yes.
All right, there we go.
Yeah.
There we go. All right.
Go ahead, brother. I've been over here rebuking the devil, saying, you ain't stopping this, brother. I told him, Satan, you gotta come boldly. You gotta come boldly. If Satan can send his imps, we can send our saints. And when 2 and 3 are gathered together in his name, he's in the midst. And it's more than 2 or 3 of us on here.
Yes, indeed.
So I'm gonna let you go ahead and finish talking about this transmission, because I was like, man, he cut it off right when they was talking about the transmission. So go ahead, brother.
Yes. So what happened was when the transmission had went out in the van, and I was like, I didn't know what I was going to do. So again, pray, ask the Lord, and He just brought it to my mind. It's like, okay, didn't you just shift your income? You now have positive cash flow coming back in. You can use the positive cash flow to purchase a new vehicle. So by shifting my income, I was actually able to purchase another vehicle. So not only was I able to purchase the vehicle, I was also able to use the residual income that I had coming in, and it wasn't from sales because I didn't sell anything. So I didn't sell anything. This is just my own money through strategy 1 of the income being shifting that happened. And from that, I was able to get that.
Whoa, so let me get this straight. You've been in this business less than 30 days. You've made an adjustment on your W-4, which you hadn't done in the last 8 years, and you were able to bring back an additional $5,000 into your household. Your transmission went out, and you used the strategies from shifting your income to get you another vehicle. Is that correct?
That is correct. That's exactly what happened.
So whenever I get somebody telling me the strategies don't work, I'm gonna tell them y'all need to contact John Scott, because John Scott used strategy number 1, and we got 5 strategies that you can use to increase your income on a daily, weekly, monthly basis. And this, I'm over here. So what kind of vehicle was that? Is that a van, John?
Yeah, that's a 2011 Dodge Grand Caravan.
So is that a newer vehicle than you had?
Yeah, because I had a 2003. So actually this one is probably 8 years newer than the previous vehicle that I had.
Wow. So now I don't know if you probably know this. Now you know that you can use a part of that money to pay toward paying that car sooner, and then now you won't even have a car payment in 18 months or 30.
Exactly.
And you haven't even signed up one person.
I haven't signed up one person, and I'll still be able to pay the vehicle off, because not only have I the increase that I have, I can still make payments on the van and still add funds to my debt eliminating strategy, which is another strategy that's in there as well. I still have funds left over to add to my debt eliminating strategy to still
Oh,
pay the van off even quicker than what they have set up to do right now.
and they
I
tell it,
still haven't signed up anybody yet.
and I'm hearing people telling me I'm good. That's one of them pyramid schemes. You know, you
Mm-hmm.
got to sign up this person, that person. And here's a living, breathing body that's telling us right now on this Facebook Live that he hasn't signed up one person, been in the company less than 30 days, and bought him a car 8 years newer and gonna pay it off before it's supposed to be paid off.
And haven't signed anyone up. That's
And
if I stick to the strategy now and haven't signed anyone up, haven't recruited, haven't done anything. That will happen just like it is without even doing that. Now, if
that's
I do,
amazing.
of course, their business give you, incentives, it would probably happen faster, but it's going to happen regardless.
That's amazing. And I can't tell you how I can't tell you how many people out here who haven't heard this are always telling me, well, yeah, I'm good. That's one of them pyramid things. I don't want to do that. I'm gonna go to jail, be like Bernie Madoff, you know, ripping people off. And the list just goes on and on. Now I've been doing this for 3 years and I haven't
Mm-hmm.
heard a story like that yet. That good. Not yet. This is the first
Yeah.
one I've heard, especially somebody that actually saw my information and decided to partner up with me, and then they're actually utilizing the strategy, and it's working, and they're showing it, and he's showing it. I mean,
Yeah.
this is. I mean, I don't even know what to say from there, other than if you're watching this live or you watching this recording, you need to get with John. Don't get with me. You can get with me if you like, but I'd rather for you to get with John because John gonna tell his story better. I mean,
Yeah.
my wife and I, we've been doing this for 3 years, and the only debt that we have is our mortgage, and the only reason we're not paying our mortgage off is because she'll be 70 in a couple of weeks. I'll be 62. We just decided we ain't gonna pay the mortgage off, but we don't have no other debt, and we don't have no debt. We have no
That is
debt
good.
other than a mortgage. Now
That you
we're
could
not
pay
W.
off if you wanted to.
We could pay the house off if we wanted to. We could work toward paying the house off. But what we're doing is we're investing the money and living a
Mm-hmm.
great quality of life at the same time. So if we want to go
Right.
travel somewhere, we want to do this, we can do it, and there's no pressure or strain. If we were still working like you, then we would do what you're doing. Yes.
Right.
That's why I
Yes.
like the company so well, because it gives you the option to do whatever you want to do. Again, like you said earlier, it's your personal financial success company, taking
Exactly.
care of John's personal finances, Greg's personal finances, and whoever else that wants to take care of their personal finances. That right there is a home run, because I've been involved in a lot of companies over the years, and you got to sell a lot of product, you got to bring a
Exactly.
lot of people in, and the higher you go up in the company, your auto ship that you pay every month is going to go higher.
Yes. But it has definitely have changed, and definitely have it's crazy. And like I
How
said,
your
this
wife
is
feel
not even
about How your wife and family feel about this newfound phenomenon?
the family thinks it's exciting. Sisters, nephew, cousins, they're like, this sounds pretty good. My friends and everything, everybody is like, um, they can't believe it. It's like, and you're not selling anything.
Nope.
The crazy part is the not selling anything, because they always think that you have to sell something in order for something like this to happen. For you to increase your income, you have to sell something. I was also telling one of the questions one of my friends had, because they own a daycare, And I was telling them that with this system, it's not competing with what you're doing. It's like a brother sister to what you're doing. So what
Right.
this system does is help make the business, if you're already in business or have a home-based business, it just help you run it more efficiently with the strategies that they have already in place.
Right. So,
Um,
so what are you telling me? If a person were another network marketer, let's say for Melaleuca or Amway or something like that, and they were making money, they still need to use these strategies in order to increase their cash flow and reduce their taxable income.
exactly, exactly. Because you still need
Wow.
the strategy in order to do it. I mean, it'll be the same as you having a job making more money, but at the same token, if you don't know how to strategize the income that you have coming in, you still have the same mindset that you had before. So you're just making more money, but you're still going to be paying more taxes because you still haven't reduced your taxes. You haven't reduced your debt. You haven't increased your credit score. I mean, it is so much that's in here that we really don't have enough time now to tell you.
Yes, sir.
The back office is ridiculous. I mean, one thing I found out, and I was sharing with one of my friends, is that you can use the rent from your house or your apartment from the last 2 years to add that to your credit score to show a 2 year history that will increase your credit score also. And they didn't even know that even existed. So financial literacy is what this company teaches you. You
Yeah.
don't you don't know to look for stuff if you don't know it's even there.
It's the same thing Mr. Stokes always says. You only know what you know. If you don't know it, you don't
Exactly.
know it. And
Mm-hmm.
he built this company on sound biblical principles.
Yes.
Just like in Deuteronomy 8:18 says, the Bible, the Lord says, I will give you the power to get wealth. So
Right.
you asked for it, and God gave you the desires of your heart. He said, "Hey, John, you do this." But here's the key element that moved God. You had to have the faith and belief to know that if this is what you're praying for, and he gives it to you, then now you got to know what to do with it.
You have to act on it. Because
And you had,
a lot of people have, they ask for stuff, it's given to them, but they don't act on it. So
yeah,
it's like, why ask if you're not going to do what it is that you asked for when they give you the answer to it?
Amen.
So I acted on it, and then from acting on it on the front end, this is the two-part blessing. Had I not acted on the first part, I wouldn't have had the funds needed for the second part. Because if I wouldn't have done the first part, I wouldn't have had the positive cash flow from reducing my taxes to have the money to pay for the van. Because then I would
Mm,
have been super stuck. So now I would have been like, so how am I gonna get this? How am I gonna do that?
right.
And where the answer really came in is you weren't obedient. You asked me, I told you what to do, you didn't do it, so this is the result. You asked me, I told you, you did it, and now this is the result. So your result can be positive or negative depending on how you react to the instructions that he gives you when you ask him for it.
That's powerful, man. I mean, and that's the best testimony I've heard to date. And I'm always constantly telling mine, and then I'm telling others where other people, because there's been other people who have came on and made adjustments on their W-4, and they've gotten the extra money, but none to this degree in this length of time of actually having to use it that quickly because their vehicle broke down on them and they needed another vehicle. And you
Yes.
just said that, hey, not only did I use the strategy, but I'm going to still be able to use some leftover of it. In other words, it's like when they went out and got the spoils. They have
Right.
more. They have more because
Yeah.
God's going to give you more. You just got to believe it.
Right.
Now,
Exactly.
and we don't have to be deep and spiritual. We just have
Mm-mm.
to believe that God's going to do what God said He's going to do, and that's what He did.
Exactly.
Before you did this, I didn't know who John was.
Right.
No,
And I didn't know who you were. But like
nope.
I said, it was funny just how the way that it all happened is from doing the research. And again, and I still think is, spiritually intervention, or that actually allowed me to contact you in reference to this more than any other of the other associates that, that myEcon has. But it was you, and it's crazy.
Here's a question, Xavier Whitehead. You know who Xavier Whitehead is?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he says, what is the process of changing the debt to income ratio? Making the adjustment on your W-4?
Yeah.
Making the adjustment on your W-4 so you can get the money in your pocket right now, so you'll be able to have more money than you got months.
Exactly. Because that's
So
what I did. I mean, that was the part. As soon as I did that, that part increased in the next 2 weeks. Is what it was. It increased on the next pay cycle.
Now, here's what's going to happen, John. You're going to have a lot of people going to ask you this, because they ask me this all the time. So what happens when I make the adjustment on my W-4 and I get this increase in money? Am I going to have to pay Uncle Sam tax? Am I going to have to pay Uncle Sam a bunch of money at the end of the year because they didn't take as much federal income tax out on me? I'll let you answer it.
You know what? It's funny because I've already got probably 4 questions to that already. That has probably been the number one question that everyone has asked me is, how am I going to know that it's not? 2 ways. One is already your money anyway. And if you look at the government website, they already tell you that you are paying too much in taxes anyway. The thing is, they don't tell you how to correct it, only that you are paying too much. So they're telling you that you're paying us too much. We're not going to show you how to keep money in your pocket. Now, if you figure it out, that's on you, but we're not going to show you how. And the other thing is through the cash flow manager. It is a software or a phone app and software that works together with your phone and your computer, where you keep records. Your record keeping is going to be the key to you not being into any problems. And the app gives you the ability to do that. You take pictures of your receipts, you add it all in. Not only that, now, even if you don't sign anyone up, your taxes have changed now, because when you enroll or sign in to myEcon, now you are a home-based small business. And now you have tax breaks that you have now that you didn't have before, because you didn't own a home-based business. So your lifestyle that you're using now, the square footage in your house, some of the light bill, phone bill, gas bill, your lifestyle basically doesn't change, but now you have tax deductions that you can claim that you couldn't claim before because you weren't a home-based business. Now that you are, you can.
And this stuff is not being taught nowhere, no how, at any given time. And even inside of even traditional brick and mortar business owners who own businesses, they don't know this. They're not keeping proper records. So that's why we always get people asking us this question. I make an adjustment on my W-4. Am I going to have to pay taxes at the end of the year? Well, you're going to have to file your taxes, but if you keep proper records, just like John just said, no. Because last year, we had $56,000 in expenses, and we paid taxes on $29,000. Okay, educate myself how taxes and how to file. Sound like there are itemized deductions that I need to be educated on. That's correct. That's correct, Mr. Whitehead. That's correct. Because here's the deal. Most people are not being properly educated in the importance of financial literacy. It's not your fault. It's not John's fault. It's all of our fault, because if you look back when you were going to school, they didn't teach you this. You may have gotten taught how to balance your checkbook and how to create a budget, and that was it, if you got that. Not what to do with the money. No, not what to do with the money. They'll show you how to go to school, get a good education, and make the money. But they're not going to teach you what to do with the money and how to keep more money in your pocket. That's not being taught. And John said something that was key. I don't know if you guys got it, but he said you can go to the government website, not myEcon's website. The government, IRS.gov, is going to tell you on the form that you need to lower, you paying too much in taxes. The government telling you. It says,
Exactly.
it even says we recommend that you own some type of business.
Exactly.
It says it right there in black and white.
So they're telling you what you need to do in order to have more money in your pocket, what's going to work best for you. And if you follow the blueprint of the wealthy, that's what they do. They own businesses. They own businesses,
They own
multiple businesses that they own. Now, notice I said wealthy, not rich, because it's a difference between the two.
Oh my goodness! Yeah,
there's a difference between being rich and being wealthy.
Yes.
Rich just means you have a lot of money. So, but if you have $2 million, but $3 million worth of debt, then you still have the same problems that we have. But the wealthy don't do things like that. So if you want to be wealthy, you need to follow the blueprint that they already have. They have already set it up. All the tax laws and everything is adjusted for them. So if you want to be wealthy, you need to follow the instructions that the blueprint has already been there. You don't have to reinvent the wheel.
I'm on a live. My wife comes. You want to tell us? You want to say hi to John? You say hi to John.
Hi, John.
That's my wonderful wife.
Hello, how are you?
And that you can say hi to the world.
Hello, world.
Or Facebook Live for that matter. There's my friend Bridget. Yeah, John's over in the Richmond area.
Okay.
She wanted to know what I was doing, John. I'm sitting out in the vehicle. I like sitting in the vehicle. I'm doing a live.
I had to hunt him down.
She had to hunt him. I told her I was coming. I told her I was coming outside. She didn't know I was going to the vehicle, so I said I'm sitting in the vehicle. She came out looking for me. So John was telling. I didn't even share this with you. He started income shifting. He been in less than 30 days. His transmission went out on his vehicle, and he gave himself a raise of almost $5,000, a little over $5,000, and he's gonna use the money, a portion of that money, to pay off his to make the payment
on the car.
Right, and still be able to save some money and invest some money.
Sounds like a winner.
Right, and he hasn't signed up nobody. He ain't brought nobody into the business.
Right.
Nobody, not yet. Let me see what. Your wife is gorgeous. Okay, thank you, Wendy. Thank you, Wendy. I think she's gorgeous too. If you guess how old she's gonna be, I'll send you some money on the Cash App. But you gotta go now, honey. Bye.
Bye.
See you later. You gotta go. You gotta go. I had to send her. She likes getting on. Yeah, she's celebrating. I'm gonna just cut through the chase. She's gonna be celebrating her. She's gonna be 70 years old on October the 12th.
Wow.
Yeah, October the 12th. Yeah, we've been married for 32 years. Yes, sir. So,
wow.
John, I'm excited, man. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to come. Hey, we need to put something together, man, so I can come over to Richmond.
Okay.
I need to get to Richmond and stand up in front of the room. Let's see. Nice to see your better half. Okay, Wendy, thank you, baby. I ain't seen Wendy in years. I met Wendy years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, long time ago. Do you still live in New York, Wendy? I think she was living up in New York.
Okay.
Yeah. So John, listen, man, you got me over here. I'm gonna have to get out the car now because you got me. Yeah, I'm gonna get out the car now and walk around. Make sure I ain't messing up nothing. It's so nice out here. Okay, Xavier said, wealth is educating myself on taxes, claims, deductions, and what the government does not force us to know. The information is out there. I am going to get educated. Wow. Okay, well, that would be a good thing to do. That would be And I would say, Xavier, if you know Mr. John Scott, you connect with John and let's make it happen.
Yes,
Yes.
actually, that's where I'm at now. Actually, they're sitting right beside me.
You sitting beside John. Well, John, you need to go on and sign on the dotted line so we can help you out, my brother.
Hello.
What's going on? Who is that?
That's Xavier.
Hello.
Xavier is a woman.
Yes.
Oh, I apologize.
Oh, we've been laughing the whole time.
I have a friend. I have a friend. I'm sorry, Mr. Xavier. I'm sorry. I am so listen. Hey, Mr. Xavier, listen. I have a friend that lives in Columbus, and his name is Xavier. Oh my God.
But this is not a problem. We was cracking up the whole time, but it was fine.
Okay, so I'm walking around in my yard now. So I listen. I'm looking forward to coming over there to the Petersburg area, man. How soon you think you can get me down there?
I'll check and see. I'll try to make some arrangements and things like that. Also, too, another part of my with the talking with the Lord and stuff like that is I told him he told me when you learn this information to share this information. So I set myself a goal of reaching and helping 100 people learn and understand this income shifting and become financially literate of their taxes, their finances. Again, the taxes is only a small portion of it. It's only one part of the strategy. It's way more stuff to it. And it's just that the tax part is the first part that starts the cycle or get the ball rolling.
Yeah.
But I'm about to show them now the back office and the other training and the stuff that you can actually eliminate or use as tax deduction that you didn't even know even existed that you could actually use. So we'll be going over that also as well.
Yeah, there's a book out, and I'll take a screenshot later on and send it to you, where there's over 475 tax deductions for business owners. 475. I mean, it's just it's incredible the amount of taxes and I have a very good tax preparer that I've had on my team for quite some time, and she's phenomenal. She's down in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Yeah. So I'm thrilled and excited, man. I already know that ain't nothing but this is only going up from here. When you told me about this just now, man, that blew me away. I'm hoping that everybody that comes in here that watches this, that's been watching this live, or come in and watch the recording, watch this all the way through and know that anybody that can take their money and make money with their money, if you're working and you haven't made an adjustment on your W-4 and giving yourself a pay raise, you're cheating yourself out of your own money. It's just that simple. It can't get no simpler than that. So that's why I like the company so much. And we're celebrating 15 years in 2020, June 13th, 2020 in Atlanta. So I hope you and your family and Xavier and some other people from Virginia to come over to Atlanta and help us all celebrate 15 years of myEcon being around. And I'm with you on that, helping 100 people, man. Whatever I can do, and I mean that. And you and I have talked several times about different things, but
definitely.
I definitely am on board with helping 100 people, because when you help, the whole thing where it says reach one, teach one. Yeah, so we're gonna reach 100, teach 100 to reach 1 million.
Exactly.
Yeah, because when we help 100, we're gonna help 1 million.
Exactly. That's exactly what we're gonna do.
We all need to know this. It don't make no difference. Mr. Stokes talks about this all the time. This ain't a black and white issue. This is an American issue. This is your money.
Exactly.
Your money is green. It ain't black tied to it, white tied to it, Chinese tied to it. If you live in America, this is green. This is your money.
Exactly.
So you got any final words you want to say, my friend, before we blast off here?
Just that the strategy works. Get in contact with me. Like I said, I mean, I can't really explain everything to you right now while we're live because it's entirely too much stuff. It's easier to show you how the back office is, the different strategies that they have that will actually help you be personally successful with your finances, because that's what the company is. It's a personal financial success company, and it teaches you yourself to be financially successful.
Amen. So this is what I will say in closing for me, is that John and I will be doing a series of these trainings on a weekly basis, providing his schedule provided, because we need to teach people on an ongoing basis in this platform right here, where we come on and invite people and say, hey, you want to learn about the importance of your W-4, you want to learn about the importance of taxes, credit, all of that stuff. And we're gonna be teaching this stuff. That's how we're gonna reach that 100 people you're talking about.
Yes, yes.
So I'm good, because my wife is telling me she's hungry, and I said I'm hungry too. So I mean, I could be on here forever and ever, but I'm hungry. So I said, you know,
yes.
And I
I
didn't preach for a good part of the day, and now we're on here sharing this financial information, which I could talk about forever. So congratulations, John. Let me be the first one or the second one to welcome Xavier onto our wonderful team here, and I look forward to hearing her testimony.
Definitely.
Okay.
All right, my friend. I will talk to you soon.
Yes, sir.